Hello everyone, Radis for DLC here. Wanted to make this video. We are less than 24 hours before the big man himself, Red Ella Super Saiyan Broly, will be getting his unique equipment. And it's kind of funny that we're in this position that for the second time, this guy's release is going to be a very important milestone for the meta. So we all know transforming yellow Goku Black recently got his unique equipment, and for some people, he's just the best character in the game. I think part of the reason why is we still don't have a LR Red character in the game. We probably, hopefully, will get someone throughout part 2 or part 3 for this, but until then, this Broly is going to have to keep him in bay, or at least help with Ultra Gogeta. That being said, for those who don't know, when this guy came out, he was okay. He was okay. He wasn't amazing. I think he had a lot of issues in his initial kit. I think one of the biggest things is his main mechanic. If we could go all the way down here. Do I have to transform him in here? Or should be a feature. Yeah, there it is. We go. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, so this is it. This right here. If performed against this character strike or blast arts, nullify enemy cover change or special actions that activate when cover changing and knocks them back to long range. Activates once after notification. Activation counts reset only once when this character is switched to standby. Following effects occur if cover change or special actions are nullified. He restores own ki by 30. He cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Deals impact damage and inflicts damage for attribute downgrades minus 100% to health restoration for 10 timer counts. I don't think this is bad. The problem was when he came out, there was a very special character, special anniversary headliner character, one of the best characters in the game at that time. And I'm talking about, if we go here to Ultras, UG4. UG4 Gauge completely ignored Broly's anti-cover change mechanic. Because technically, Broly's anti-cover change mechanic, think of it as just a glorified normal cover change nullification. So the thing is Gogeta's gauge does not care for if the enemy has anti-cover change active or no cover change active. We go to his gauge. Yeah, this is it. While this character is in one of the following states, if own unique gauge is full, consume entire unique gauge to auto counter most enemy arts attack. Activates 3 times. So if you're standing still, attacking, movie, charging ki, receiving an attack after switching, cover changing, or during assists. So this is crazy. So this gauge doesn't count. This gauge does not count as cover change. This is not like Go Frieza. If we pull up Go Frieza, I think that's actually a perfect example. I think that was kind of like the big reason why, like one of the big reasons why Broly wasn't as prominent as he should have been at launch. But where is Goku Frieza? Should be around here. There it is. So if we go to their gauge, it should be, where is it? Yeah, here. While this character sits one of the following states, if unique gauge is at 1% or above, consume entire unique gauge to auto counter enemy rising rush. Standing still, sidestepping, blah blah blah. Yeah, right here, auto counter will not activate when cover changing if the ability effect is preventing this character from performing special actions that activate when cover changing. So this means if you have cover change nullification, and they switch when you rush. If you have that active, their gauge wouldn't active. Thing is, with Gogeta, he doesn't have that. So, the best character in the game. And you would think, like, when we first saw that mechanic, it was like, oh, this is supposed to be a kind of a great way to counter UG4. No. I think they just messed up on that. So, yeah, this really had a lot of issues. One of the really weird issues this Broly had was his damage. Like, we go here, so if own unique gauge is full, so you have to fill up his unique gauge to get 20% damage. And he has this, like, you're gonna see that he has a lot of conditions to get damage, but it's very low damage. So you need to do like 5 to 6 things to get his max damage, and it's just like, so you have to get his full unique gauge full. Where is it? So stat. Where is it? There's something else too. Yeah, he has to defeat an enemy to get the 20% damage there. And it's shared before or after transforming, so you don't have to wait till, to transform for that. And then, yeah, once unique gauge is full, he gets the 20% here. And then once we transform him, he also has conditions to get more damage. So, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, this is the same thing. If it defeats the enemy, I'm pretty sure this is the same proc. Yeah, and then he has to fill his unique gauge again to get additional 20% uncancelable damage, and he gets 30% for 5 counts. And also, I think he gets damage as well when he transforms, but you need to use main anyway to transform. Yeah, he gets 20% if the unique gauge is full when he's transformed. So it's kind of like he is very dependent on getting his gauge pretty early on, which is, I don't think it's the hardest thing, but it's kind of like, and you look at most of it, a lot of it was just like 20%, and it's just like, in total, yeah, if you don't get all his conditions, you're missing around like 100% damage, and it's like, yeah, that is pretty important, but like you would feel like it would be a bit more considering how much they want you to do with them. But as I was saying about Broly, this is the second time that Broly actually has to have a really, this guy needs to be good to help the meta. What do I mean by that? As we go back to Broly's release, so Broly came out, he was the second premium character that came out after Legends Fest, or not Legends Fest, and for the 6th anniversary. So, where is it? Why is Rage Shenron here? It's out of order. You don't belong here, buddy. Yeah, he came, I was looking for Green Omega Shenron. He's the side banner here. Do not know why he's down here. Yeah, so Mega Shenron was the after party character. Like, he came out, was it a week and a half after UG4, and he was the first premium character, but he was considered the after party character. After that, we got the Broly banner, which was kind of the start of the movies campaign. I consider this part of the Broly. Like, I think the first part, if you look at it as just like as the Broly movie, it makes way more sense than the other 3 parts. Basically, the Goku Piccolo, Garlic Jr. banner, the Triku banner with all of Turles Crusher Corps members, and then the Ultra release of Turles as just the movies campaign. It makes way more sense. But anyway, back to my point. So at this point, yellows weren't as prominent yet. So Broly came out, and he is decent, nothing amazing. For some people, he's somewhat mediocre, and it honestly doesn't help that UG4 completely ignores his main mechanic. So, fast forward. So we got a second red release with Goku Piccolo. This character, for most people, was probably better than Piccolo, and this guy was just, eh. you know, he was a green card merchant. If you got all your green cards, you were able to combo forever with this character. Garlic Jr. is still a defensive juggernaut. Like, this guy just needs a unique equipment. Give him a modern day unique equipment and he is gonna be invincible. Trigu came out. Trigu was the start of what I like to call the age of the yellow. Trigu came out. He is a pretty healthy counter to UG4. He wasn't, you know, he's not the LF cooler to the Ultra Super Vegito that like this guy just completely invalidates the, you know, UG4. This guy is pretty good. Broly, you know, he's a red, you know, Trigu was somewhat struggling against Broly up until Ultra Turles. Go all the way back up here, Ultra Turles release. This is the beginning of the reign of the yellow and blue. Turles came out, Trigu came out, they were the best duo on the team. Broly could not do anything to this thing. They could not do anything to this thing. So, and then it just got worse from there. So you had those two. We got Gotenks. Gotenks is actually a pretty good red character. The biggest issue with Gotenks, he's just a supporter. He's kind of like, he's enabled the rest of the team. He's not there to kind of, he's not the heavy hitter like Broly should have been. And then we got into Legends Fest. We had the Daima banner right before with Mini Goku. Well, this is the login bonus character. Like, we got him free. And then we had the Daima banner, which I regret to this day for summoning on this banner. I spent like 100k CC, over 100k to try to Rainbow Glorio, because I thought they were going to treat this guy like a Mega Rising banner. And it's like, oh yeah, you remember that the first Mega Rising banner? They never returned a banner, you know? So it's like, okay, I got a max out Glorio. And immediately he came back in like a banner or two. Anyway, then we got Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, Rose as the headliner units for part 1. Rose was 10, bottom 10. And honestly, ironically, the reason why he was bottom 10, it was just because there was no prominent red. Moment Mini Goku came out, a lot of people picked him out of top 10. Mini Goku came out, Super Saiyan 3 Goku came out. These guys are insane. This guy is this guy was a mistake. Super Saiyan Goku was pretty good, especially with Tamagami. But then we got Yellow Beast. Also, I completely miss someone. We did get UMV beforehand. And again, the problem was UMV, his gauge. If we go to UMV, where is his gauge? Yeah. He has the exact same gauge mechanic of UG4. You read it here and it doesn't say it nullifies on cover change. So yeah, UMV was a hard counter to Broly, even though he was yellow. So we got our second yellow menace in the meta. Then we got Beast, and when Beast came out, it was kind of like these characters were running the game, and it was just like we were all thinking, where are the reds? It's really just Daima Goku. And it's like, well, yeah, if Broly was better, he would keep these characters in line. And then leading into 2025, it kind of just got worse. 2025, we did see the release of Super Saiyan Gohan and Trunks. I just want to mention them because I'm going to mention them in the future regarding some of the reds that were released throughout 2025. We got Zamasu on release. This guy was very, very mediocre. Like, definitely very mediocre. And then we got Cell. Cell is the first, like since what was we would consider the I would say Daima Goku is like a 7 out of 10 release for the meta. Cell was like the first red that actually shook up the meta. The problem with Cell though is Cell came out, he had no team, and pretty much less than a month later he got hard counter. We got Daima Goku and Ku. I do want to mention Ku. This guy as a yellow is insane. He is the reason why Daima as a team became as impressive as they were. So we had Ku. And then we have Super Saiyan for Goku. Yeah, this guy came out and all of a sudden Cell he vanished. So yeah, Ku came out insane yellow. We had Goku to help Ku. And then we go to the Dragon Ball campaign. We had DKP, who's terrible, but we have Kid Goku. This guy was really good, especially with Jackie Chun. So again, we had another strong yellow-blue duo. And, you know, Broly, if any value had in the meta was like, if it existed, it no longer did at this point. We had so many strong blues and so many strong yellows that like Broly couldn't do anything about this. Like at this point, when it came to reds, it really was just, you were only running Cell or Daima Goku. Reds were in a terrible spot right here. And then we went to part 1 of the anniversary. So this is when it was kind of at this point, it's like, yeah, yellow and blue is probably just the best color in the game. We did get Evo Vegeta and Kaba. Most people agree Evo Vegeta was just not that good that he should have been at launch. Got UI Goku and Kale Khalifa. UI Goku was the best character in the game when he came out. Easily the best character. And then we got Kale Khalifa. This was, and it's insane. This is like I would say Khalifa and Tien are the last amazing 1% Sparkings we have seen in the game. But like Kale Khalifa was like indestructible basically. They could come, like they would have 10% HP, and in like in 5 cards they would have full HP afterwards. But yeah, blue UI and then Kale Khalifa, another strong yellow. And then we go to part 2. We did get Kaioken, which was very much needed. But then we went for part 3 and we got Namek, Goku, and we got Cell. Another strong yellow. One of the best characters ever released in this game is the Namek Super Saiyan Goku. So yeah, insane. And then we keep going throughout the year, and you're starting to realize we've only so far 2025, we've only really seen 2 to 3 reds. We've seen Kaioken Goku, we've seen Ultra Cell, and we've seen Zamasu. Problem is, Cell got immediately hard counter. Zamasu was not good at launch. And then Goku, so it's like Goku's the only modern red right now that can be used. And then the after party, we got the unique equipment for Super Vegito. Where is he? Yeah, Super Vegito got his equipment. He was insane. Like the amount of yellows we've been receiving for the last year and a half, it's just like compared to the amount of reds, it's just there's an imbalance. And it doesn't help that we're also getting strong blues for these yellows. Like we got Android 13. Still one of the best support characters ever released to this game. Like he is an A-tier boost right now and he is insane still. And then for part 1 of the anniversary, Legends Fest, we got Fusing Super Gogeta, who was great. And then we got Janemba, another yellow. Another yellow. We did get the 1% Sparking Gotenks. This guy was just nothing. He was just nothing but. I won't count the 40th anniversary characters just because I know a lot of people skip them. I will say this Gohan is actually pretty good though, but I won't really talk too much about them. But yeah, like Janemba, another strong yellow. And then yeah, part 2, they release a red, purple, and then blue character. You want to guess which one of these 2 characters was busted at launch and the other character was just mediocre at best? Yeah, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Who would have thought Dragon Ball Legends love making a busted Gohan? And he's blue. So again, yellow blue has kind of just been the most dominant color in the game, especially the fact that like we just aren't getting enough reds to counter these yellows. We got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. This guy's actually pretty good. His biggest flaw is just teams. He's actually really good now. He does have I believe endurance on his rush. It can't be canceled. So, but yeah, like another strong yellow. And so far this year, we've only seen premium wise, the only red we have seen release is Ultra Buhan. Where is him? Yeah, Ultra Buhan. We did see Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, so like I would say last year the most prominent red we have seen was Vegeta and Kaioken Goku, but that's it. Like, and there's so many, like this game, and again, like last year we also Legends also got a unique equipment for Ultra Sign. This guy just dominated the game when he got his unique equipment. It's just like the amount of yellows we're getting compared to like the reds, it doesn't make sense. Like this year, we got a unique equipment for Boo. We got a unique equipment for, just for Boo. We got LR Bardock. Like, we need a LR red really badly. Like, looking at the LRs, Makes no sense to decided to double up on purple and blue. I think especially the fact that blue, like red is almost non-existent right now. Like it's hard because part of me would want this Goku to be red, but the problem is if he was red, this guy is good, by the way. It's just if he was red, you probably wouldn't see him as much because Daima's just not a team right now. So like right now, when we're talking about reds, it's really, we have Ultra Gogeta and we have Buhan. That is pretty much it for reds. So I do have high hopes. I like this Broly equipment really needs to be good because for 2024, a lot of people do blame the fact why the meta was just not in a great place in the later half because of this release. He was just not good enough. His main mechanic was easily countered by characters that existed beforehand and characters that are released after him with UG4 and UMB. The fact that we had so many dominant yellows in the game, right? Again, they released two reds before a yellow, and the fact that those two reds just really couldn't do too much against that yellow speaks volume to their quality. So they really need a, like, this equipment needs to be at least half, like, this needs to be the same quality of that yellow Goku Black equipment, because we need a red. Unless part 2, they're gonna give us a red LR, which they really should. It's the only color we're missing, I believe, right? Because we do have Broly, who's green. We do have our 2 blues with Rose and Piccolo, yellow with Bardock, and purple with Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Vegeta. I would say the 2 colors that need help the most right now is red. Like red is number 1 right now. I think red, and I would say probably purple. Though I could definitely see, I would say red is number 1 and then purple. Purple, like blue, obviously you have Rose, you have Piccolo. I'm trying to think of anything else though that came out recently. Gohan, you can still use this guy. He just, like, similar to like the Daima Goku, he just needs a team. That's always has been his problem. Hybrids, like he came out and we still never got a hybrid team for this guy. Especially you're running like Future Gohan, who I can believe forgot he got a Zenkai, another strong yellow, by the way. And you're just basically running Future Gohan, this guy, and then the 40th anniversary Gohan. And you're just basically super juicing up this guy. It worked because this guy was insane, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, but it's just like, yeah, like he needs a team still. But yeah, I would say definitely like this Broly equipment has to be good. We need someone to rein in yellow Goku Black. We need a red. Hopefully part 2 they give us a very strong like a LR red, and then I don't know what the second color could be. Basically, I think we do need another purple. I think purple needs some help because it's kind of just Super Vegeta right now. But again, I don't want to get too much off topic. Yeah, this Broly equipment, looking at his abilities, I don't even know what they can do. Like, obviously, like numbers wise, I do have to say this because it's like, the quality of unique equipments have been really great outside of the Daima equipments. It's like if we want to just pull up Daima Goku, like I don't really like, oh yeah, I don't have to mention like damage and stuff, but like yeah, like for this I do just want to make sure, like, yeah, they decided to give them 60% damage card that is exclusive if they ran on a Daima team. When this came out, characters were getting like 280 damage card. This is insane. And then 30% damage inflicted. Like, this is unacceptable. This is actually unacceptable. Yeah, like if this happens to Broly, yeah, all hope is lost. Like, actually all hope is lost. Yeah, like the bare minimum, obviously Broly needs adequate damage inflicted and damage card numbers. I do have to say that because this equipment came out this year, guys. This wasn't last year. This came out this year. This came out after Legends Fest. Like, what was the Legends Fest numbers when that equipment came out? Like, let's look at Gohan first. Actually, no, let's look at Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta because it came out in his campaign. So damage card numbers was 250. So with that equipment, I Daima Goku has 130 damage card. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking with that. But yeah, like obviously number one thing is damage card needs to be up there. This guy needs better ways of cover null because he only has it really based off his gauge and it's only for 5 counts. He needs to have it when he enters the field or something. Or if he uses a card, not land a card, but uses a card. Give this guy additional card roll speed. I'm just like, there's many ways I could go with buffing this Broly, but like, it's just like he needs to be good. I do have faith, but it's just like history cannot repeat itself again. It's like this guy needs to be good. Like I'm praying on my knees. This guy needs to be good. If the blue Vegeta Zenkai is just better than this Broly, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. This is like one of my favorite like Legends Limited characters ever. I love his legendary finish. I'm a big Broly fan, so like I'm very much like hoping for the best for this guy. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think Legends are gonna, you know, they're gonna lock in and, you know, actually impress us, or you think they're gonna fumble the ball with this new equipment? But yeah, tell me in the comments what you think. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.